Wrapping up final interviews here with the last of the 0-1s for the North Iowa Bulls. Their last season in junior hockey, and for Greg Japchen, this is it before heading off to Union College up in the Northeast. Greg, what are your last impressions of your last junior hockey season here?
It was good. It was really fun. It was a great crowd, great town to be in and play in. So nothing but good things to say.
I know the first couple of years, your 16U year, your 18U year, you played a few games here and there, Scranton, Omaha, before you really jumped in with a junior team full time. I think a lot of people don't realize before you played in Amarillo last year, you jumped in playing in the Alberta League the year before. How was it not only to get your start in junior hockey, but to get it up there? And what differences did you notice about playing in Canada as opposed to down here in the States?
I would say it's just a softer league, a lot more skill and speed. Those are probably the two big things I noticed. And a lot less systems. Playing in the Null's a lot of systems, trying to play really smart, really conservative until a team messes up. So
nice to be able to kind of get settled in with a team like Brooks, get settled in with a team like Amarillo last year where, okay, I'm not moving around kind of finding a place to play juniors. I'm settled in. This is home now. Yeah,
it's really nice when you kind of have that sense of comfort that you know you're in a place where you're going to stay for a little bit. It definitely helps because junior hockey, you can bounce around. You can be a suitcase a lot of the times, depending if you can't find a good place where you kind of stick in the lineup. So.
And then last year, you and a few of the other guys on the team this year found out teams moving to Mason City. That doesn't happen real often for junior hockey players, where you find out the team is moving around during your career. What was that moment like for you and the guys?
It was definitely, I'd say the biggest thing was like shell shock, because like you said, it doesn't happen very often. But it was cool. I like the chance to be in a smaller town where you kind of get more interaction with the fans. You're in the environment a lot more. You're in the town helping out, community service, stuff like that. So it's definitely nice to have that kind of change up at times.
What was it like playing in the South Division last year? It's the division itself is very different from the Midwestern divisions up here, but at the same time, Amarillo is a very different sort of place than the middle of Iowa.
Yeah, the South I would say is a little more physical. It's definitely much more defensive league. That's pretty much what it's all surrounded by, is a lot of physicality, fighting. But it definitely fares a lot different, especially playing in the South. You're in a lot of these warmer places, bigger towns, cities. So yeah, it's just different in a lot of respects.
And right before the big news came last year, you made some news of your own by making the commitment to Union College. Did that bring some weight off your shoulders there to actually get that commitment made, have that decision wrapped up, and to have a year playing with that decision? Now you didn't have to worry about that this year.
It definitely is nice, but it doesn't really change a whole lot of what has to happen on the ice and off the ice. You still have to go out and play. You still have to go to the gym, stuff like that. It just adds, obviously, I guess, a little bit of comfort knowing what you're doing after juniors, but it adds a sense of pressure that you have to be ready for when you go into college.
What will you remember most, maybe, about this season, finishing up your career in Mason City?
Probably going to Pancheros with all the guys. Happens pretty often. Probably going to go today. Yeah, it's definitely a good time.
What'll the off-season look like for you now that you're kind of making the transition from juniors to college and getting ready for a college career and going back to school again?
It's good. It's going to be a lot of time in the gym, a lot of time on the ice, making sure I kind of get back into the swing of things, doing schoolwork and stuff. Yeah, that's about it.
Union College, tell us kind of where it is, a little bit about the conference that you're going to be in. Big Ten country, NCHC, a lot of folks in the Midwest know of the Minnesota schools and the Big Ten schools. I think the Northeastern schools probably aren't quite as well known out here.
Yeah, Union's in the ECAC. It's in upstate New York, real close to Vermont. We play all the like Harvard, Princeton, Yale, all the Ivy League schools. So So it's a really good conference. Honestly, I think it's one of the more underrated conferences out of all of college hockey. But it's great competition, and I'm going to be playing against a dozen kids that I've played with or against growing up. So it'll definitely be a good time.
You're from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. This is Philadelphia area-ish?
Yeah, I live probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes outside the city, depending on traffic, that is. But, yeah, it's a nice area to be. Everything's pretty close.
Nice to be playing at school close to home, too, I bet.
Yeah, only 3-hour drive, so it'll definitely be nice to be able to take weekend trips, go home, hang out with the family, and have them come out and watch.
All right, final year of junior hockey's wrapping up here. Congratulations on a great junior career, Greg, and we'll keep an eye on you in college here in the next few years.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you very much.